How exciting is today?
Today's an exciting day for the Dallas Wings, our fans, our players, the city of Dallas. But now the real work begins. Now we have to get the building ready to go so that we can be here to play starting the 2026 season.
What's the vision for what the building will look like when you're ready?
I'll leave that up to the experts for now. Obviously, the building has great historic significance for the city. There's been an amazing history tied to that building, so we're going to want to find a way to capture that history, make sure we don't lose that history, but obviously create a building that is best of class, again, for our players, our fans, citizens of Dallas.
Are there any team-specific upgrades that you're excited about?
Well, I think for us, the ability to have a space where our world-class athletes can train and play 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. So if they want to go shoot at 10 a.m. in the morning on December the 15th, which is the middle of our off season, they're going to have access to do that. Similarly, have a place where they can go and get the medical treatment, get the strength and conditioning work in that they need to get to be the best at what they do.
Were there other cities in consideration?
We've talked to a number of different municipalities, including the city of Arlington, and we've had a tremendous relationship with the city of Arlington and University of Texas at Arlington. But through Mayor Johnson's vision and then the work of the council and many of the members that were here today from city leadership, the partnership that has been put forth is second to none.
There's been a concerted effort here in the city of Dallas to bring professional sports in. What does it mean for the Wings to be the team to do so?
Yeah, the mayor laid out that vision some time ago, and my first meeting with Mayor Johnson, I did not know what to expect, but I was blown away by the vision that he and other city leaders have had about bringing teams back to the city of Dallas. And he made us feel like we should feel as a major league team, because that's what our world-class athletes deserve. And from day one, the relationship we've had in building to this moment has been spectacular.
What would you say about the prevalence of women's sports, particularly basketball?
Yeah. I've been involved in women's basketball since 2007. Never did I imagine that we'd have the days that we're having now. What a perfect time for the Wings and the city of Dallas to make this historic announcement, whether it's been the NCAA women's basketball ratings, whether it's been the WNBA draft, which just concluded, whether it's been the fact that we've sold out of our season tickets 3 weeks before we play our first home game. Now is a moment in time, and I think the fact that we're creating another moment in time with the city of Dallas right now is special.
What does this mean for the fans to be here in downtown Dallas?
Like our players deserve a world-class facility to train and play, our fans deserve a world-class venue to come and cheer on their favorite team. So to provide the best of the best in terms of technology, in terms of amenities, in terms of sight lines, in terms of engagement with the athletes, that's really important. It's paramount, and I'm very pleased that we're going to be able to do that for our fans.
You talked about the city's vision. What does this move mean for your vision for the team?
Yeah. It takes us to another place. We've been building our business, our fandom, for the last 8 years since we arrived in North Texas in advance of the 2016 season. And today's announcement is another huge step forward in our ascent, both on the court and off of the court.
The language of the agreement with the $19 million relocation incentive, they talked about certain challenges of relocation. Could you elaborate more on that?
Well, anytime you move a professional sports team, there are challenges and there are risks. And we are moving from a venue where when we played our last game last season, we set a record for the number of tickets sold. And now we've broke all those records leading into this year, but we're coming from a position of strength. So when you're coming from a position of strength, anytime you introduce change, there's risk. And then there's just a lot of work that's going to have to go into creating the building, getting our fans engaged, moving current season ticket holders to new seats in the new venue. So that funding helps bridge those gaps that we're going to experience over the next couple of years.
Can you talk a little bit about the timeline and moving from Arlington?
Yeah, so we will play the next 2 seasons at College Park Center on the campus of UTA. So the upcoming 2024 season, which starts with a preseason game next Friday, May the 3rd, and then the 2025 season. Those are the final 2 years on our current license agreement with College Park Center and UTA. The plan is to be here in advance of the 2026 season, to move into the new building in March or April 26 so that we can conduct training camp here in advance of the first regular season game sometime in May of 2026.
Was UTA aware of your plans with the city of Dallas?
Yes, we've had ongoing conversations with both UTA and the city of Arlington, and I want to emphasize again, tremendous partners. You know, they took a chance on the Wings when it wasn't cool to take a chance on women's sports way back in 2016, and I always hold them in high regard for that, and they've been tremendous partners ever since. When we started to think about how do we serve our fans, how do we meet the demand for our product, there's a reality to College Park Center. There's 6,251 seats. If we want to continue to grow, we need more seats. We need a bigger building. We need facilities for our athletes to train at the level they need to train. So we explored opportunities with Arlington. There was a lot of constructive, really good conversation there. But again, when we engage with the city of Dallas, when we engage with the mayor, the vision was just at a different place. And subsequently, those conversations have advanced to the point that brings us here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Just real quick on the Caitlin Clockbone, there's been talk of different stadiums having to move to bigger venues.
Yeah.
Are y'all possibly doing that?
So we're fortunate Caitlin will visit us 3 times, starting with next Friday's preseason game, and then twice during the regular season, July the 17th and September the 1st. Our preseason game is sold out. Those other 2 games will be sold out. They're very close, in fact, right now. And we certainly discussed options in terms of, are there bigger venues where we could go play to capitalize on those moments. But ultimately, we decided that UTA, the City of Arlington College Park Center, they've been great partners since 2016. We have fans that have been season ticket holders since 2016 that come to the games and really have created communities within those that sit around them in their seats. We didn't want to disrupt that experience for our fans. We didn't want to take something away from our current partners at UTA and College Park Center because they've been with us every step of the way. Long before Caitlin Clark, long before 18 million people were watching college basketball or 2.5 million people were watching the WNBA draft.